All right, I know we want to get Sorensen in, and I know we got to talk a little bit about Connor Bedard. So are there any nuggets or tidbits we need to know before we let you go?
Well, Anders is going to go into more detail about it, but spoiler alert, it's Arvid, Söderblom, and Spencer Knight's net for the foreseeable future, even with 3 healthy NHL goalies on the roster for the time being. So that was a big news break from Sorensen there regarding the goalies. So I think that's an interesting bit going forward, because we didn't know what was going to happen with the 3-goalie rotation, and he lays it out pretty clearly. So definitely going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Whether you need to carry 3 goalies beyond Friday is another thing, but for now it's going to be the 2 young guys going forward.
Waive Petr Mrázek and have him get the Ice Hogs in the playoffs.
Doesn't sound like that's an option, but
it's always an option.
It's an option. I just don't know if they'll do it. They're too respectful. Mike Cullum. Speaking of that, Mario wrote about the little rumblings of Frank Seravalli today. Go check that out at allchgo.com. All right, Mario, we will talk to you. We are no show tomorrow. I'll be at practice covering it, so if any news breaks, we'll be all over it. But I will see you in person on Friday.
No show planned for tomorrow.
That's right. As of now. As of this moment.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Thanks, man.
See you guys.
All right, that's Mario Tirabassi live from the United Center. We appreciate him. And again, check out his story on the latest trade rumblings at allchgo.com. I think Sarah has or will throw that link into the chat if you're in the chat with us right now. And if you are, that means you're on YouTube, which means you should smash that like button. We've gotten over 175 for your birthday. All right. Can we make it 200? I think we can.
1 like for every year it feels like I've been alive.
Fair enough. All right, let's get to Anders Sorensen, and then when it's over, I promise we will try to make you feel better about Connor Bedard. Here's Anders Sorensen postgame.
You guys battled in this one, so a tough way for it to end.
Yeah, third period, second, third period, good, right? And show some resilience to come back in that game, a team that's hard to score against, and found a way to tie it up.
Did you get any explanation on the game winner?
It didn't. It's none. We can't, we thought it was goalie interference, but, they called a good goal on the ice, and they looked at it, and then that was it.
Do you see anything with maybe a kicking motion as well on that?
I think, but that was, I think, on accidentally maybe, but his stick kind of goes through Sody, right? So, I don't know if he's pushed in there, if that's what they're seeing or what.
You guys starting to feel a little cursed on these reviewed goals?
A little bit, yeah. It seems to be hard to, anything that if they call it a goal on the ice, it doesn't seem to come back very often.
How would you assess the team play?
What's that?
How would you assess the team play?
I thought the second and third period was good. I thought we were tentative in the first period for whatever reason again. And it wasn't even the whole first period, but the first 10, 12 minutes again, is similar to the LA game, right? So for whatever reason, we come out a little tentative and don't take enough initiatives. And then when we do, then I thought it was much better. So the last 4 to 5 minutes of the game, I thought was good. Overall, didn't give up much. We didn't get much, but it was, tight check that way.
On that good shot goal, what did you want defensively? That was the opening goal.
On the tip goal?
Good shot.
Yeah. Well, I think they got 4 guys up high, so we kind of vacated the net. We had 1D there, and we couldn't find the stick there.
I know I asked you at the last home game about Ethan Belmastro, seeing his role elevate. I think he led the team in ice time tonight. I mean, how it seems like every game he's getting more responsibility. What did you see from him tonight that led you to be confident enough to push him out there every other shift?
Much of the same, right? Like, I think his poise with the puck, his ability to kind of hang on to pucks under pressure, right? He doesn't, he's got the poise. He's willing to kind of absorb a hit and hang on to it and spin off it and make a play out of it. And he sees the game, he sees the ice real well, and a lot of stops defensively. He gets a lot of stops, which is huge.
What were you not seeing from Athanassiou there?
Several things, but kind of dressed out with him.
With the goalies, how are you going to be doing this going forward? Is it going to be a straight rotation, all 3 of them, 2 of them? Like, what's your methodology going to be here?
We have, Spencer's going to go. and then it's going to be him and Sodi here for a little bit, see how that plays out. So with those two guys, and then whoever's playing well is going to go.
How is Mrázek handling that?
It's good. He's a pro.
What led to that decision to go with those two?
Well, it's tough when you have three. You got to find some type of rotation, right? But we feel like Sodi has played well, and Peter's been good too throughout the year. But Spencer coming in, and obviously it's tough to play 3 goals. You can't play 3 goals. So we're gonna go with those two right now, and then things can change. But those are the 2 guys.
Is there any thought to sending Peter on waivers onto Rockford or anything like that?
What about Donato's play in these 6-game point streak, 3 straight games with a goal?
Yeah, he's been good. Offensively, really good. I think that line has been really good overall. So we're really, obviously him and Tabo has played real well, Mickey. So yeah, they're finding some chemistry and they're making things happen offensively. Yeah.
What could happen at the deadline, but how much are you hoping come Friday night you still have him at your disposal and possibly in your lineup?
Out of our hands, right? Out of
Sure.
my hands, but yeah, we like him. He's been good for us, So.
We all silly like the mayor.